Esther Dyson, the Monaco Media Forum. Esther, what's the most exciting thing in the world?
Well, I can tell you it's not happening in Monaco. It's happening elsewhere.
Okay.
And it is
I wish I wasn't
lawyers
here.
and monks protesting. It used to be just the peasants.
You know, you're dead right. Absolutely.
But it's so exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. And it's interesting that it's actually being broadcast all over the internet, actually.
And so people are paying attention.
Right, exactly.
Now, the question is, what good will that do?
Yeah, what good will it do? You're not sure?
But somehow people's expectations are going to change because they see other people asking questions and they wonder, well, why can't I ask questions?
Right, absolutely. Now, what are you here to talk about, though, despite the fact it's not the place to be?
Okay. I'm here to talk. One, I'm doing a panel on crossing platforms. And then I'm doing a panel on user control of data. They keep calling it privacy, but it's about user control.
So there's been two big announcements by Facebook and MySpace about that area, that they're just going to use your data based on your behavior.
No, well, they're going to let you control use of it. I mean, this is what I think is really interesting. Facebook and MySpace have given people the habit of deciding for themselves what they're going to publish, who's going to see it, who's going to get it, and now they can figure out which advertisers are their friends.
I'm not sure I signed up for the advertising part, but that's, you know.
Well, no, but you can also say, this advertiser is not my friend, keep it out of my face.
Right.
And if your friend sends you too many Coke ads, you can turn your friend off.
Right, good point, Esther.
So there's a lot more discretion about what's permissible in terms of advertising. I hope my friends have a little more discretion than, for example, a mortgage lender or somebody like that.
Absolutely. Esther, thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thank you.
So we're here with our good friend Rob Glazier here at the Monaco Media Forum. Rob, why are you here, besides being on a panel?
Well, my wife is a huge Grace Kelly fan, so I told her we were going to have a chance to come to Monaco. She was very interested in coming, and then of course she didn't come, so I have to work.
Right. So you're going to go visit all the sites for her, I guess.
I think that's theoretically on the agenda. We'll see. It's such a beautiful day, maybe visiting the beach instead.
So what's the big trend you're looking at here, you're going to be talking about?
So it's to talk about crossing boundaries, and I guess what that actually means, switching from Grace Kelly to more prosaic matters, is I mean, some of it's geographic, obviously, and that we've done a lot of that in the last year. Some of it is cross-platforms, like what we're doing with Verizon and digital music, where we're having services that really seamlessly span the PC and the mobile phone, and what we've just done with TiVo on the television. So I think it actually is an interesting conversation to have, and which is what this, I think, this conference is about how all these different industries come together and how you effectively build great consumer experiences and build great businesses, crossing what have been traditionally, pretty stiff boundaries.
What's changed from your perspective? Anything? I mean, in terms of why that's possible now?
I mean, technological advancement first and foremost. I mean, it's when you got more and more robust broadband, so you can do something like we do with TiVo that assumes broadband connected homes, where 750,000 TiVos have access to the internet, not having to go through a PC.
Right.
That's a big change, where you've got 3G mobile networks where you can deliver high quality internet experiences and not just have it be sort of slow, trickled WAP kind of stuff.
Right.
So it's fundamentally infrastructure, and then of course a set of tools on top of that, and then finally the fact that consumers are getting more sophisticated. Consumers realize that all these things in their digital life, it's kind of annoying that each of them are little islands, and consumers increasingly are looking for them to, actually be integrated in a coherent way.
And last question. So Simon, say hello to the people and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Simon here in beautiful Monaco with Kara.
And your last name, Simon?
Assad.
And where do you work?
I am the co-CEO and co-founder of Heavy.com.
Now Heavy's a site that's devoted towards sort of young men, and they show them funny young men videos.
All young men all the time.
All the time.
We know who we are.
Yeah, but what we just were talking about was creating a content system that would be able to serve video advertising, because that's really the heart of everything now.
Right, I think one of the derivatives of Heavy is that we've created a brand platform for advertisers around video, and we're looking to extend that beyond Heavy.
The platform
That's
itself.
right.
Yeah. What's the problem now with video advertising? It still isn't there. I mean, everyone talks about it, but it's not.
I think there are a couple of them. They're pretty simple. One, you need reach. Two, it needs to be an environment that an advertiser feels safe in. And it needs to be easy to buy. It needs to be quantifiable against television.
Well, now,
any one technology was the wrong answer, and I think a lot of the industry, traditionally our industry in television particularly, has defined itself as, there's the analog, there's the terrestrial business, there's the satellite business, there's the cable business. We looked at it much more from the customer's perspective and said, what exactly will they want? So we went out and started to change the business, and today, having both a broadband network, our own fiber backbone across the UK, using local loop unbundling to reach customers, as well as really massive kind of downstream bandwidth through the satellite, which I think has you know, a huge amount of legs in it left in terms of delivering lots and lots of high definition content to many millions of customers simultaneously, was really the best mix for the business in terms of changing that and taking advantage of really a trend that I don't think is gonna stop. But we define ourselves in trying to build an infrastructure that takes advantage of the demand that's there, and then having products, because we're vertically integrated in content as well, that help drive that demand more, like high definition television, for example, which we launched in the UK first to help drive that demand for bandwidth as well.
Wait. Hey, Quincy Smith, how you doing here in Monaco together? I'm so excited. Quincy,
I'll go anywhere with you.
You talked about a lot of stuff on stage. You gave Google advice. You told them how to behave in the content space.
I was asked to give Google advice.
That's true. What do you think is the big trend going on right now for you at CBS?
CBS?
Yeah.
Can I do a visual?
Sure.
Okay. CBS's revenue.
Right.
We just reported
Okay.
Q3
Right.
last year. Follow this. You got
Okay.
it. Go sort of like this.
Right.
It's not exactly what we're used to in Silicon
Right.
Valley world.
Right.
Profits come up though.
Right.
That's a good story of media.
Right. Okay.
My job
Right.
is to help find incremental revenue.
Right, up here. Okay.
And much better margin.
This is like
But it's
an
not
interpretive
going to be
dancing.
dollar for dollar. I
Right.
try. You say.
Right.
All
What's
things
exciting
being
to you right now? What's exciting right now, this moment?
social networks and all platforms opening themselves up.
Mm-hmm.
There's both huge risk to that, risk from the perspective that, say, CBSSports.com,
Right.
if they're not involved in that,
Right.
then two kids in the dorm room create the next generation bracket application that we'll never compete with.
Right.
And the other is, if you see too much,
Right.
then all of our community,
Right.
paid
Oh, there's
subscriber
something else going
community,
down here.
goes
Okay.
to the platform.
Right.
Tell me how to teach.
Excellent.
My hand. Is that
Quincy,
okay?
I appreciate it.
Always
Thanks.
a pleasure, Karen.